everyone, it's Rocky. Tonight I plan to make an alternative to mashed potatoes. So what I plan to do is pretty much like the standard for alternative for mashed potatoes is cauliflower, but the consistency, the texture is a little bit off for me. So I thought to maybe add some parsnips to see if that'll add like a different kind of texture and maybe make it more kind of rooty like a potato is. So what I'm going to do is I have my saucepan right here. I'm going to put 2 cups of 2% reduced fat milk. Use whatever kind of milk you want. If you want to use fat-free, skim, whichever. So I'm going to get this going. And I already have my parsnips peeled, and I have them cubed. They're about like 2-inch, kind of into like 2-inch chunks. Just so they don't take all that long to boil, to soften up. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go here as far as putting them in. And then I also I have like my Trader Joe's premium peeled garlic. It's all nice and peeled and ready to go. I smashed about 6 of those guys up. I like a lot of garlic in mine, but you can use less or more, whichever. Okay, so I think my parsnips are ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in my pan. Okay, so my parsnips are all in, and putting the 6 garlic cloves that I mashed up in there. Let's give this a nice little stir, kind of get all those little guys in there. And then I'm going to cover him until he comes to a boil. Okay, so I got this guy covered. Along with my dinner, I'm going to go ahead and put in some chicken tenders that I already have seasoned. I just used, I'm just using the McCormick's Perfect Pinch Original Chicken Seasoning. So nothing too fancy. Can you see that? Yeah. And this just has, salt, onion, paprika, spices, and herbs, including black pepper and garlic. So I have these dusted down with my little chicken tenders. I'm going to pop these in the oven, get them going. And then I also have some asparagus in there that I threw in some garlic and some grape tomatoes. So I'm going to let these guys come to a boil and kind of clean up a little bit more and do some more prep work, and I'll be back. Okay, so my milk is coming to a slow boil right now. So I'm going to go ahead and toss in, I just got a bag, 12 ounces of cauliflower florets. And I kind of chopped them up into like smaller pieces. Just going to chop them up a little bit more. Okay, I think those are good. I'm going to put these guys in. And you know what, and they won't all be covered with milk, but don't worry about it. As they soften, they'll cook down. They'll cook down a little bit. All right. So these guys are all in there. And kind of work them around a little bit. And then the steam will also soften them too. So I'm going to go ahead and salt them. And then put some pepper on there. And I'm not really sure of the cooking time yet. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes, I don't know. I'll let you guys know how long it takes. But I'm going to let them cook until they get kind of tender. Then I'll drain the milk and then mash them up and add some chives. Maybe I'll add some Parmesan cheese. I'll have to see though. But I'm going to clean up here. I'm going to let this kind of soften up a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, I am back. It was probably boiling for about 10 minutes, and I think I'm good to go now. I mean, I tested it out a couple little times just with a fork, and it seems very tender. So what I'm going to do is I turned it off. I'm going to go ahead and strain some of the milk out. I'm just going to keep about a quarter cup of, it's probably just about a quarter cup of milk in there. Alright, So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and use my hand blender and mash this guy up. So I'm going to stop recording for a bit, and I'll be back. Okay, I am back. The consistency of this looks really good. And it probably just looks like a big pot of mush. But it really looks good. I like the way the parsley made this really look more like an actual, like kind of like a mashed potato. Oh wow, okay. This is going to be good. I'm going to add a little bit more salt. I have some chives that I minced up. Just going to add these in there. And you can add, if you want to add scallions, go ahead. You know, I'm not going to add Parmesan cheese to it. But if you wanted to add some Parmesan cheese or cheddar cheese, reduced fat, whichever, you know what I am going to add is maybe a couple of sprays if I can't believe it's not butter. I'm going to add some pepper because I like to have pepper on my mashed potatoes. So let me mix this up. Oh my gosh, look at this. It smells so good. Alright. Let me have another taste to see if I need to add anything else to it. I'm going to add just a little bit more salt. Now, I only left about a quarter cup of milk in there at the end, and that was perfect because the vegetables itself actually hold on to a little bit of the moisture. But yeah, and all it took was I boiled the parsnips. I put the parsnips and the milk in at the same time with the garlic. Let it come to a boil. I put the cauliflower in with some salt and pepper. Left that covered for about 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me plate up here, and I'll be back. Okay, so here we go. Here's my plate. Got my parsnip and cauliflower mash, my chicken, my asparagus, that I put some little grape tomatoes and some garlic and some seasoning in. But let me go ahead and try the parsnip. I already tried it, but I'll try it again. This is so incredibly good. Let me try it with a little bit of the chicken. Oh my gosh. Seriously, you guys have got to try this. It was so simple. I mean, it almost tastes like mashed potatoes. I mean, because you got the root vegetable of the parsnip along with the cauliflower, so it kind of comes together, and it really kind of gives it that consistency and texture that you're used to with mashed potatoes. The parsnip adds a little bit of sweetness to it, but you gotta try. I mean, it was so simple. You guys saw what I did. So simple. It took like maybe 15 minutes tops, Maybe about 15 minutes tops. But give it a try and let me know what you think. All the nutritional information will be at the end, but I'm only going to put it for the cauliflower and parsnip mash, because the chicken and the asparagus were just pretty much chicken and asparagus. But if you have any questions at all about any of the products that I use, just go ahead and shoot them below. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and enjoy. Bye!